Wait, Lexi.
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are.
I am not up.
Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch.
I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. Probes launched. Getting a scan.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Anomaly found. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points. Anomaly detected. Probe away. I found something.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Getting a scan. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge.
We are pretty close for comfort.
Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs.
Who did this? Kett?
I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Can we find the scavengers?
I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara port from the Kett. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. I found something. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of... Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Crawler's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
All I see is the trail of bodies they left behind.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
trash we salvaged. Here's your share.
You said we'd split the take even.
It's even. Do the math.
I've got a family. You don't. This isn't fair. We agreed.
I get it, I do. But no one leaves the port until their docking papers go through processing.
Huh. Docking papers, right. How much you want?
Look, personally, I've got no issue. But that's an initiative ship.
Every Milky Way ship was initiative at one point.
Not anymore. It's not like I want the paperwork, but I gotta do my due diligence. You understand.
Perfectly.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Need any help?
Thanks, but I've got this. You just focus on the spy. outposts we hear about. Maybe we wouldn't have to worry about where our next meal's coming from.
Hey, we're doing better than some.
But I worry one day I'll accidentally cross Sloan and find my kids murdered.
You can't do this!
This is our home.
Should have paid your protection fees then.
And Sloan wonders why people join the collective.
Say that again. I dare you.
What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't expecting. Port's got 2 rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
So what's that you're holding?
Outcasts don't have to abide by the rules, just enforce them. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
Outcast or
You're late.
That
Nice gear. Could find something better. Check the console.
I've been looking for an edge.
Out here, you'll need it.
not much left to show. A gold too big cut. The collective are fucking thieves.
I want to buy a gun. Kadara is honored by your presence and your credits.
Finally, the respect I deserve.
Happy to oblige. Slum's discount doesn't. Squishy thing like you needs protection. Got the best armor in all of Kadara.
Bold claim. Let's see what you got.
Everything's on the console.
She's with me.
You won't get away with this. Get kicked out too. I don't want to get people won't allow it.
Not for us. The Angara would have been slaughtered by the kett.
Ungrateful prick.
How are we supposed to survive out there?
Not my problem. You're no better than the Nexus.
Don't blame us because you couldn't pay the fees.
Sloan's not running a fucking charity.
Wait, where's Tara?
Hi there. Got something I think you'll love. Back again? Excellent.
We'll find a way. We always do.
No more talking. I'm sick of your shit. Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said...
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler?
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloan Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshe Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloan? She's a woman of the people.
Dress it up however you want. She's a criminal.
You work for the Initiative. Sloan was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
Maybe she'll agree to a deal.
There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloan, I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do. What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
So, what's the latest in Kadara?
The port's on the brink of civil war. The Charlatan and the Collective have been gunning for Sloane's throne. Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The outcasts are my biggest customers.
You mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here. No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
You like it?
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
When you're surrounded by the alien, it's comforting to do something familiar.
Yeah, sure.
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Heleus.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
What's going on between the Collective and the outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the Charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is, exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the Charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Who is the Charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The Charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen him in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives, people who speak for the Charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the Charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Make fear a thing of the past. Enlist in the... So, the initiative finally found us.
Who says I'm initiative?
Your gear. It's too shiny. I recruit for the outcasts, but something tells me Sloane won't want you.
Everyone wants a Pathfinder on their team.
Not Sloane. Anyone still affiliated with the initiative is on her shit list.
Things seem tense between the outcasts and the collective.
They're a bunch of hypocritical upstarts who hide their dirty tactics behind good business.
See? There's that tension.
Sloane will make quick work of them.
Why hasn't she done so already?
It's not for me to question her methods. Kadara's ours. Nothing's gonna change that.
Tell me about Sloane.
Before the uprising, she was head of Nexus Security. She gave up her position to protect us. We'd be dead if not for her.
Do you know her personally?
She makes it a point to get to know all of her people, which is a lot more than the charlatan can say.
What does it mean to be part of the outcasts?
For most people, it's a sense of security. Something desperately needed in Heleus.
You didn't feel secure on the Nexus?
You weren't there during the uprising. It was chaos. And the idiots running things only made it worse. Thanks to Sloane, we have direction. A family.
So you're happy under Sloane?
Yeah, guess I am. Can't say this is what I expected when I signed up in the Milky Way, but I came to Andromeda to be part of something bigger than myself. I have that with the outcasts.
What does it mean?
But I came to Andromeda to be part of something bigger than myself. I have that with the outcasts.
Can anyone join the outcasts? Besides me, of course.
Anyone can show interest, but Sloane has final say on who becomes a member.
I'm guessing there's a selection process.
All recruits undergo a series of trials that tests their endurance, loyalty, and intellect.
That's all for now.
See you around, Pathfinder.
If I had to back someone,
You need to learn respect, Rogan.
I've got just the thing.
funny thing.
Focus defenses here and here. The kett have been quiet for too long. What?
You must be Sloane Kelly.
I know who you are. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venterev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a kett flagship. You've obviously got no love for the kett. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
Ven should be judged by the Resistance, not you.
I don't have time for a morality debate. Dismissed.
Your Highness.
You must have a death wish coming.
That could have gone better.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal had more success.
Running low on filters.
Pathfinder, over here. Have a nice chat?
I think she likes me.
Don't worry. I found a workaround.
Let me guess. It comes with strings attached.
Not any new ones. Remember, Ephra wants Ven alive, so when you get inside, give him this. That'll eat through whatever Sloane's holding him in, and it can't be traced back to us. A Resistance agent will be waiting to pick Ven up.
What if he makes a run for it?
It's covered. You just focus on whatever it is you need from Ven. There's a maintenance shaft around the corner, sending the access code to your Omni tool. That'll get you inside. You should be able to handle the rest.
There's still the matter of the bill you left me with.
I'm usually the model gentleman.
I don't believe you.
Because I'm lying. When you're done, come to Tartarus. First round's on me. I promise.
Brought in a decent.
Looks like it leads to a stockroom. Sam, anyone up there?
No heat signatures detected. The room is clear to enter.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I'm not with Sloane. Ephra sent me. Answer my questions and I can get you back to the Resistance.
So I'm trading one cell for another?
Ven, you betrayed the Moshai. You're lucky Ephra wants you at all.
For all his faults, the old man's not an executioner.
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a kett transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. should still be outside the city.
This is your way out of here. A resistance contact will be waiting.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshae?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Kett, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands?
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Kett were doing to my people.
Ephra still entrusted the Moshae to you, and you betrayed them both.
I did what I thought was right. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along. The charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
You again? What do you want?
What are you going to do to them?
Don't worry, Captain Do-Good. We're not gonna kill him. Well, not directly.
What do you mean, not directly?
Just that I can't vouch for what'll happen in the Badlands.
The Badlands?
Damn, you don't know anything. The Badlands is everything outside the port. It's a no man's land. That's why people pay premium to live up here, or rough it in the slums. It's chaos out there. Anyway, now that I've educated you, piss off.
You okay? What? Oh, yeah, of course. If you get whatever it is off your chest, you might feel better.
Doubtful, but it's worth a shot. I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Titus tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people, I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
What are the chances she's still alive?
I don't know. Slim. The Badlands are... bad. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Titus finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
I'll look for her. Just tell me her name and any clues about where she might be.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The Warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
You're the Pathfinder, right? One of your crew, Liam, already secured parking for your vehicle. She's ready for you.
Now that that's done, perhaps you could speak to Reyes about the murders in Kadara
This beauty is yours?
The Tempest? Yeah, she's mine.
Hell of a ship. We don't get many like her. Colt Dalton, Kadara docks manager. Sloan said to make sure no one harasses you.
Awfully nice of her.
Uncharacteristically so. You must be important.
How safe is it here?
Safety's a commodity on Kadara. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. The port's gun-free, but murder comes in all shapes and sizes. Still, better than living outside the mountain. It's no man's land out there.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
It's a win-win situation.
Don't believe in those.
It's just a manifest. Sloan will never know. And the charlatan?
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
That's where Reyes said he'd be.
Just a few more hours.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to cause trouble. I just have a few questions.
Get on with it, then.
What can you tell me about the rest of Kadara?
You mean outside the mountain? It's no man's land. Ceasefire rule doesn't apply there, so don't go walking up to just anyone.
Even the outcasts?
Especially the outcasts. You're packing some serious hardware. I've shot people for less.
Seen any trouble lately?
No more than usual. Murder rate's gone up, but that's not surprising.
Why is that?
More exiles arrive on Kadara every day. Good for trade, but in my experience, more people means more murder.
You're part of Sloane's gang?
Anyone who's anyone joins the outcasts.
What about the collective?
Fuck them. They're nobodies. And when Sloane gives the word, they'll be dead nobodies.
Is this still part of Kadara Port?
You mean is it under Sloane's protection? No. The slums are for exiles who can't pay their protection fees.
Then why are you here? No offense.
To keep the filth in the gutter. You'd be surprised how many people try to sneak up to the docks.
I better get going.
If you see any collective bastards roaming around, shoot them for me.
There will always be places like this. Doesn't matter what galaxy you're in.
How toxic can it be?
Keep back, Faison. Pipes are being finicky. Wouldn't want them to bust and ruin that pretty armor.
Thanks for the warning.
Kadara's water contains a high concentration of sulfuric acid. It's extremely toxic.
That's why it smells like rotten eggs.
Sulfuric acid is strong stuff. How do you keep the water from eating through the pipes?
We oil them down and switch them out regularly.
Sounds dangerous.
You ever try living without water?
Is all the water on Kadara toxic?
Every last drop. So be careful what you drink. Everything in the port is safe. Tartarus too. But outside the mountain, it's a gamble.
Are these pipes some sort of filtration system?
Built by the first Angara who came here. Makes the water potable, then sends it up the mountain to the port. There are smaller systems out in the Badlands, but none are as effective and complex as this beauty.
You called me Vesan. What does that mean?
Outsider, which is what you are.
None of the exiles give you trouble?
They know better. Outcast, collective. Everyone's got to drink. Messing with the filtration system is just stupid.
I'll let you get back to work.
Stay clear of the water.
Initiative scum.
detecting traces of sulfuric acid on the throat and stomach lining. She must have consumed unfiltered water.
And the crates? They just stacked them on top of her?
Perhaps the exiles didn't care enough to move the body.
Show some respect.
I'm taking my brother home. You won't get far.
What is this place?
A business establishment. Perfectly legal.
Funny. It looks like a drug den.
That's because it is one. You got an issue? Bring it up with Sloan.
They're in a euphoric state. Whatever's in their system induces lethargy and intense hallucinations.
Can't you see that stuff is killing him? Looks happy enough to me. Can't even stand.
Smells funny.
That's the sulfur. Get used to it.
I know it hurts, but
My skin burns!
it will pass.
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
I actually have my own doctor. Name's Ryder. I'm a Pathfinder.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Heleus. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the outcast's physician. Quit after Sloan turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
All that would do is piss off Sloan.
I don't give a damn how she feels. People are dying, and it's because of my work. I hate to ask you this, but the formula's in my old lab. Maybe you could get it back? I can't fight. Otherwise, I'd do it myself.
No promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Pathfinder.
How do you like Kadara?
It's not the worst planet in Heleus, but it has its troubles, mainly the water.
What's wrong with the water?
It's toxic, fatally. Notice all the pipes running through the port? An old Angaran irrigation system. In the Badlands, people have to filter water manually. Leaves a much larger margin of error. The majority of my patients suffer from either gunshot wounds or water poisoning.
How does a free clinic stay in business here?
Anonymous donations, from the charlatan, no doubt. Beggars can't be choosers.
You've got something against the charlatan?
Same thing I have against Sloan. All they care about is profit. And control. My business is people.
What was it like working for Sloan?
I was well fed and equipped. Sloan cares about her crew.
But outcast tactics are ruthless. Murder, mutilation, beatings, all a daily occurrence. I didn't sign up for that.
You must have known things would get violent when you joined the Uprising.
I didn't join the Uprising. I joined my patients. I couldn't let them leave the Nexus without a doctor.
So you don't hate the Initiative?
Hate is a useless emotion, as is regret. We must make the best of our situation, that's all.
This can't be what you expected when you decided to come to Andromeda.
It is and it isn't. I joined the Initiative to save lives. Traveling to a new galaxy is dangerous. I knew I'd be needed. Just didn't think I'd be helping people out of a shipping container.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks. Lots to do.
Everything hurts.
No discounts. Refunds negotiable.
Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
Think it's enough for a drink? Only if we buy the cheap. Fuck off. This one's ours.
Looting's wrong.
This guy for real?
Looting is wrong. What a little bitch.
Let's not antagonize them further, Pathfinder.
I said fuck off.
Even Exile's got a little steam.
What's your poison?
I'm not picky.
My kind of customer. First round's on me. You're more reputable than my usual clientele.
What was it like after leaving the Nexus?
Oh, it was lovely. One big, smelly mutineer party.
Your sarcasm survived the trip.
What can I say? It sucked. We had limited supplies and nowhere to go. Kadara's paradise in comparison, even with the shite water.
The outcasts or the collective giving you any trouble?
Not really. They tend to shoot each other in remote places, where no one's looking. That won't last forever. All it takes is one wrong move and things get ugly.
What will you do then?
Board up the place and hold out till the smoke clears.
Your bar has a unique design. Something tells me these cages aren't just decorative.
They're for your protection as much as ours. Trust me, my employees can take care of themselves.
Guessing you had issues?
Outlaws and pirates aren't known for their manners. Some customers got rowdy and ended up losing fingers. The bars won't stop a bullet, but it's a clear warning to keep your hands to yourself.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
A moment, please. Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Dralier. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated. Find my surveyor?
Not yet.
Goddess, these drinks are horrible.
Great view, though.
What
Tell her to call later. I'm drinking. And leave the bottle. Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Crawlus. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was the betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloane, Angaran ran. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof, and the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
a Pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there. Got word from one of my colleagues. Ventaref made it off Kadara. He's a free man, thanks to you.
It was the Resistance's call.
But you made it happen.
Your code name, Shayna. What's it mean?
It's the Angaran word for... mouth. I'm good with... words.
Uh-huh. A regular poet.
I didn't choose it.
Things are looking less than friendly between the Collective and the Outcasts.
Not everyone's happy living under Sloane's thumb. Whatever resources Kadara has goes to the Outcasts. The rest of us get scraps. The Collective claims to be different, but it's hard to trust a faceless leader.
Especially with a title like the Charlatan.
Have to admit, I'm jealous. That's a better nickname than Shayna.
Any idea where the Collective operates?
Rumor has it they have a swanky hideout in one of the caves in Draulir. I've never seen it myself.
Did you play a big part in the mutiny on the Nexus?
I had nothing to do with that shit show.
Then why'd you leave?
The way Tan handled things didn't exactly inspire confidence. Decided I could do better on my own. So I jumped ship with the rest of them. Ended up here.
How long have you worked with the Resistance?
Few months. When Sloane saved Kadara Port from the kett, Ephra wanted eyes and ears on the ground. Figured people would be more loose-lipped around their own kind. He was right.
Sloane's tough, but so are the kett. How'd you take them out?
Never underestimate the element of surprise. The kett weren't ready for an ambush, but they know her tactics now. Next time, Sloane won't be so lucky.
I better get going.
Ryder.
Yeah?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're not really liked here in Kadara Port.
Ouch.
What I'm saying is, you need a friend. Someone on the inside to help you out. I can be that guy. You need intel on exiles, Sloane, whatever. Come to me.
Thanks. I think.
How's it going?
Have you heard of Oblivion?
Sure, though I don't partake myself.
Dr. Nakamoto asked me to steal back his formula.
Poor Ryota. He's probably the only honest man on Kadara. Besides myself, of course.
I better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of quarts low on EZO, if you know what I mean. But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude, her accent. She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Right.
Good luck with that.
Hey, you there. Come talk to me. I'll make it worthwhile. You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe not. Do I owe you credits?
Ah, you're a playful one. I like that. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't be trusted. Sooner stab you in the back than work together. So, I got no love for any of them.
They don't deserve you.
Damn straight. Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. I bet a smart one like you could learn a lot from scrutinizing our, stuff. You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. Might learn a few things. You remember who gave you the skinny on that.
If you're thinking of...
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
I can handle it.
A lot of people say that, and then we never see them again. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground, like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean, exiles who get exiled?
Yep, worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah, so have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
Not here to point fingers. I just want to find her.
Look at you, playing the hero. Last time I saw your girl, she was talking with Johan and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
No wonder it's toxic. The shit's on fire.
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.